The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Welcome back to another week of the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long. Blue Hen Hockey doubleheader on tap here on this Friday. A bit of an early start time to accommodate both halves of the twin bill. We kick things off with a meeting between the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division I team and the fourth-ranked Ohio University Bobcats. Welcome one and all to a Friday edition of the Delaware Hockey Network. James Witherite joining you from the top of the stands in the 412 Communications press box. Getting a bit of a blurry picture here. So we'll abort from that quickly and take you right to the Limestone Pension Associates line charts for this evening as we try to get camera 5 back up and running in time for the first intermission report. Looking at the Delaware Blue Hens this season, they've been slow into stride, but they started to pick it up last week, sweeping NYU. 3-0 win on Friday with Jacob Snellenberg in net. 5-2 win on Saturday, which saw 5 Blue Hen skaters find the back of the Violets' cage. And speaking of Jacob Snellenberg, we see him back in action tonight after that 22-save shutout against the Violets a week ago. That brings Snelly up to 2-2-1 on the year with a .291 goals against average and a save percentage of .901. The senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, backstopped the Hens to 12 victories last season. Third line getting the start tonight, Andrew Lowe, Cade Coughlin, and Cody Diaz. The Iron Man will center that line with 3 goals and 2 assists so far this season. Jack Keller proving to be a solid two-way player for this Delaware team. He had 3 assists last weekend. He's earned starting honors alongside Brady Burke. On the other side of the red line, the Ohio Bobcats, who've lost twice this season, but to the number 1 ranked Jamestown team and the number 3 ranked Minot State team. Packing a powerful punch in what's been a road-only season so far for them. Garrett Alderman gets the call between the pipes. He's 2-1 on the year with a .244 goals against average and a save percentage of .926. Co-leading point scorer Luke Reeve will start alongside Laker Aldridge and Hollander Thompson. And on D, we'll see Colin Felton and Spencer Schoens on for the first shift. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll come back with opening introductions. It's all next on the DHN, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena for the start of a Friday doubleheader here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Coming up, the Ohio University Bobcats and the University of Delaware Blue Hens in their first of 2 meetings this weekend. Without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. This evening, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a regular season men's Division I game between the visiting Ohio University Bobcats and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Ohio University Bobcats, coached by Barry Schutte. Starting in goal from Upper Arlington, Ohio, number 31, Garrett Alderman. On defense, from Medina, Ohio, number 13, Colin Felton. And from Westlake, Ohio, number 16, Spencer Schoens. At left wing, from Lake Orion, Michigan, number 17, Laker Aldridge. At right wing, from Bella, Ontario, number 25, Hollander Thompson. And starting at center, from Kingston, Ontario, number 8, Luke Reeve. And now it's time to meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. On defense, a senior from Morris Plains, New Jersey, number 5, Jack Keller. And a freshman from Denver, Pennsylvania, number 24, Brady Burke. Starting at left wing, from Calgary, Alberta, freshman number 20, Cade Coughlin. At right wing, a sophomore from Boca Raton, Florida, number 17, Andrew Lowe. And starting at center, a junior from Foundry City, Neenah, Wisconsin, the Ironman, number 37, Cody Diaz. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Mittelmeyer, assisted by Jason Baines, Eric Sterren, and student manager Anthony Mazzio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Rich Jondo and Eric Saylor, and linesmen Matt Druckenmiller and Ryan Kohler. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Go time from Fred Rust Arena. And what a task awaits these Delaware Blue Hens as they, sitting mid-pack in ACHA Men's Division I competition right now, take on the 4th-ranked Ohio University Bobcats. For those unfamiliar with the current ACHA Men's Division I landscape, Bird Arena in Athens, Ohio has been without ice from the beginning of the season, so these Bobcats have had to travel an hour and a half to Charleston, to Wheeling, to Columbus to practice. Yet, they are ranked 4th in all of ACHA Men's Division I competition, 6-2 on the year so far, with their only losses coming to Jamestown and Minot State, and they're on the attack early off this initial draw. Luke Reeves' centering pass was broken up in a congested slot. This puck is gathered in and flipped off the backhand of Hollander Thompson. In close, covered up. by Jacob Snellenberg for a quick pause in play. All of 23 seconds into the first period. Second combination coming on for both sides. Reeves staying on for the draw across from Justin Guelph. Top center man for the Blue Hens. Shot from distance on net. This is cleared out of heavy net front congestion. Back to recover the puck for the Ohio Bobcats is Donovan Burdett. Played across to Bosny. That pass blocked up in the air by Rodriguez. .68 seconds into the opening period. This will come back and icing. Near circle faceoff coming up. DeBolt and Reeve. Taking the draw. And here come the Bobcats barreling back up ice. Loose puck taken out of the control of Baron Stibbe. This is advanced up the middle. Dominic Guido with a long shot. Caught and held by Alderman for a break in the action. Floridian Chance DeBolt trying to drive forward off the face-off circle. Guido protected the zone briefly, but ultimately gave way. This is Matthew Auvert. Drop pass to Gardner. He's bodied down on open ice. Reaching for the puck is Trevor Early, and he pushes this clear. Guido at center. Pulls back to his own blue line to survey his options. He stick handles on as the other Hens change up. Dump and change for the Hens. Luke Doshin turning on the forechecking pressure on Doran. Stretch pass made it to Stibbe. Abraham angled to the near corner. The feed to the center point from Matthew Auvert. One of two Swiss players on this Ohio roster. Failed to maintain attacking position. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the first period. Another stretch pass up the right side. This shot came in off the stick of Drake Albers. Into the glove of Jacob Snellenberg for a pause in play with 17:41 to go in the opening period of what stands a 0-0 hockey game. Glenn Infanger in for the draw to the left of Snellenberg. This is Brady Burke. Advancing pass up the near boards to Doshin was broken up. Maintaining was Albers, but he couldn't walk forward. Albers throws one, or rather it was Will Cohen who tried to throw the puck forward to Albers in the slot. But he was outmanned in that net front area. Hens will work in a change. And so will the Bobcats, at least in part, as Burdett flips the puck into the near corner of the Delaware zone. Casper double-teamed. Diaz takes the puck away. He flips it up ice. Recovering is Drake Nabosny. This will not be an icing. Diaz caroms the puck back out of his own zone Already 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the first period. The Blue Hens finding themselves with their back to a wall. Hard shot from Kevin Casper from 30 feet. Was wide off the backboards. Race for the rebound. Lowe couldn't bring it in through neutral territory. This is controlled by Casper despite getting tied up at the center red line. He's got some help from Shones. He lost his footing briefly under pressure from Diaz. Puck corralled by Lowe. He gained the proper side of center. He let this go the rest of the way into the Ohio zone, and that enables the Hens to get some fresh legs on. So far, short shifts for Delaware. They've needed it as Ohio's come out full force to start this hockey game. Guelph won the race back to the puck deep into his own zone, pursued heavily by Luke Reeve, as we mentioned during the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report. Leading point scorer for Ohio in the roster tonight with 3 goals and 5 assists on the season. Hailing from Kingston, Ontario. This shot from Rodriguez blocked up and away. Face-off coming to the right of Garrett Alderman, who's only seen 1 shot so far as we work to the 5-minute mark of this hockey game. Second time tonight that Ohio, from a D-zone face-off, has immediately barreled back into the Delaware zone. Hens are going to have to execute perfectly, win the battles in the corners and net front, and take complete advantage of what few second chance opportunities that these Bobcats are going to avail them. We can tell this just 5 minutes into the game. This is a mighty, mighty test for the Delaware Blue Hens. There is optimism, though. They're trending in the right direction after a rough stretch on the road. Those 2 wins against NYU last week certainly showed signs of improvement from this Delaware team as they still look to feel each other out. And this will be called back offside with 14:26 to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG, that's 5664, or visit injuryde.com. TJ Ritchie plays the body on Tracy behind the net. This is held in by Burke. Infangers at the center of a two-a-side scrum. Glenn and Doshin get tied up. And TJ Rickey from Poland, Ohio, emerges with the puck behind his own goal. Botched breakout pass intercepted. Andrew Lowe's shot was blocked. 1-on-2 coming the other way. Drake Albers puts on the brakes just after gaining the Delaware blue line. He was met by bodily pressure from Brady Burke too, forcing the turnover. And the Bobcats again regroup through neutral ice. Glenn backhands the puck behind the Delaware goal. The other 24, Brady Burke, turns it back the other way, but he overshoots Andrew Lowe on the breakout. Mazuka leaves this to the accelerating Kevin Casper, who dipsy-doodled through traffic to chase the puck down that he dumped into the far corner. Fed back to the right point, and Shones walking the line. He caroms this behind the net. Danny Berg keeping the pressure on Casper. Close-up shot, and a save from Jacob Snellenberg, giving us a pause in play with 13:04 to go in opening period action. We'll get you another look at that on the 412 Communications replay. Net front set up to Drake Albers. Ultimate lead to no avail as Snelly slams the door for the 4th time tonight. Goose, Guelph, Mahoney up the middle. Drop pass to Rodriguez. He got a shot through, It was saved by Alderman. Follow-up chance ran out of steam as Mahoney tried to jam the puck in, and Matt Druckenmiller has just called a hand pass. 12:37 remaining in the first period. That's against the Hens, so the ensuing face-off will take place just above the Ohio line. According to the NCAA rulebook, penalty for a hand pass is loss of zone. Reeve and Mahoney. And once again, the Bobcats storm back into Delaware's end. Centering pass from the corner intended for Hollander Thompson was broken up. Burnett across the line. Nabozny couldn't cut through the high slot. Here's Guelph into a 1-on-3. He shoots right into the pads of Alderman. Nobody home for the rebound chance as Justin Guelph, leading point scorer for Delaware, back in the lineup after being out with an upper body injury last week, was simply outnumbered in that attempt. Shot skied into the back netting behind Snellenberg and out of play with 11:47 to go in the first period of what stands a 0-0 hockey game, but the momentum so far tonight has been squarely in Ohio's favor. Hunter green numbers on black sweaters. Not our favorite combination in the press box. But we will make do as best we can. Panapresso broke up a chance. The Gardner shot from deeper in the zone was blocked in heavy net front traffic. It was Nolan Abraham who tried to cut in from the top of the right circle. Hens barreling back the other direction, and play is whistled to a halt with 11:18 to go in the first. Face off to Alberman's right. Glenn and Infanger. Infanger wins the draw, but Tommy Tracy gave up the zone as Burke was not waiting center point to field that pass back. Brady Burke pulls back behind his own goal. Play action as Infanger comes rolling up the right side. Burke stick handles. He finds Infanger on the breakout across ice. Infanger walks right into the Ohio zone. Drop pass to Burke. Infanger in the slot, tried to steer the puck toward Doshin, who directed it right into the pads of Garrett Alderman, up for save number 4. Keller holding the line. Rolls the puck in behind the goal. It comes out to the near short boards where Alex Infanger was met by the pressure of Ritchie. Big, imposing presence from defenseman TJ Ritchie, taking away Infanger's opportunities. 2-on-2 the other side. Burke breaking up a centering pass. This is Diaz throwing the puck blue line to blue line. It's brought down by Nabozny just inside the Bobcats line. Albers gloves the puck down just above his own blue line. This taken away by Lowe at center after the pass to Cohen didn't connect. Andrew Lowe's shot and a stick save by Alderman. He flashes the leather to bring play to a pause. No, he doesn't. Play continues. Oh, I thought for sure play was halted there, but our eyes deceived us as Alderman dropped the puck and play continued on. Even when you've seen, thousands of hockey games, sometimes our eyes deceive us. Casper's shot was right into Snellenberg's pads. He tries again from just inside the dot with Danny Berg clogging up the slot, and Snellenberg up with another pad save. Cats re-enter. Mazuka pressured by Lowe. Gets some support from Felton. This is kicked up to Broadfoot. Shot stick checked offline by Lowe, maintaining that presence high in the Delaware zone. Lowe gloves this puck back over the line. It rolls into the control of the Swiss Kevin Casper. Cross ice feed to Colin Felton, who's got much more time and space Goose steers him behind the net. He puts one on a tee net front, but Casper was double teamed, and Ryan Rodriguez emerges with the puck. Advancing now is Tanner Mahoney off the breakout into a 1-on-3. He's bodied down after releasing the puck. Eric Saylor says, play on, gentlemen. 8:40 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Guelph on his horse wins the race to the puck, beating out Aldridge and turning momentum back in Delaware's favor. Bit of a chaotic first 12 minutes of this contest, and nothing to show for it from either team. Shots have gotten pretty even, 6-5, still in favor of Ohio. It's worth noting, though, that Delaware's strongest chances have come from individual effort more so than team play. That's something the Hens are going to have to step up if they're going to hang with Ohio, if they're going to upset here this weekend. In comes Lucas Doran. He stick handles the perimeter of the Delaware zone. Long shot, and he goes top shelf. Doran lights the lamp from the top of the zone. And it's 1-0 Bobcats. Here it comes again. Doran, top shelf. Picks his corner, and the Bobcats have taken the early lead. Reeves going to get the assist on that goal. And the Cats, fourth ranked as they are. Strike first. Trying for a second was Stibbe, denied by the outstretched left leg of Jacob Snellenberg. Ohio goal, first of the season, scored by number 5, Lucas Doran. Assisted by number 8, Luke Reeve. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 59 seconds in the first period. Doran from Reeve at 11:59. So that goal information forthcoming. There it is for you. For those of you tuning in here on the Delaware Hockey Network all weekend long. Again, Doran's first. He had 5 assists coming into this game. And the Detroit native, 11:59 into the first period. Draws first blood for the Ohio University Bobcats. 2-on-2 re-entry. Glenn's shot was wide, tipped wider yet by Snellenberg. Tommy Tracy off the setup from Infanger the other way. Was high and wide. Puck ends up off the back glass. Tied up as Infanger is surrounded by a pair of Bobcats. Doran and Gardner pitchforking away. And emerging with this puck is Drew Gardner. Accelerating up the left dots and in to Delaware territory. He flipped the puck toward Cohen. Missed his man altogether, and Will Gould recovers for the Blue Hens. 6:12 to go in the first period of a 1-0 game. Bobcats with the early advantage. The Diaz shot from 40 feet was wide. First penalties coming up, and it will be against the Bobcats. Delaware Sports Medicine power play coming up as Eric Saylor signals interference. Doran the guilty party. And for the first time tonight, the Blue Hens are headed to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's commitment to health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. Ohio penalty. Assessed to number 5, Lucas Doran, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 13 seconds in the first period. Doran, 2 for interference at 14-13. With a shot over the glass and out of play, the faceoff moves near side. Diaz and across from Reeve. Unable to crash forward through the scrum was Cody Diaz. This puck taken away and cleared by TJ Ritchie. Steadied by Snellenberg behind his own goal. And here's Jack Keller, who's become more of an offensive presence for Delaware of late. 3 assists last weekend against NYU as the Hens swept the Violets. Diaz in for another attacking zone draw. Keller holding the line after Felton failed to clear. This is flipped to Rodriguez working the left circle. Cross ice pass to Justin Guelph. This kicked high, bobbled by Keller, but he held the zone. Rodriguez again trying to find Guelph cross ice. That pass broken up in the high slot by Jack Glenn, and he flips this clear to enable a fresh set of penalty killers to come on for the Bobcats, protecting that 1-0 lead with 4:38 to go in opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. Keller stretch pass to Doshin. He leaves this to Guido, and DeBolt scores! The Delaware Blue Hens tie it up on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Chance DeBolt makes this a 1-1 hockey game. Started at the line. From Jack Keller, who will not get an assist here. If we could give 3, absolutely it would be Keller. Getting credited with the one to start it all. Right back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play go these Blue Hens. What do we get from Ritchie? Boarding the call on Aldridge. So right back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play go these Blue Hens. desportsmed.com. So once again, the Turkeys on the table. Can the Hens make it a 2-1 lead? The Ohio penalty was assessed to number 17, Laker Aldridge, 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 46 seconds in the first period. Aldridge 2 for boarding at 15:46. A Delaware goal! His 3rd of the season. Scored by number 25, Chance DeBolt. Assisted by number 38, Dominic Guido. And number 15, Luke Doshin. Time of the power play goal, 15 minutes, 34 seconds in the first period. DeBolt's 3rd from Guido and Doshin at 15:34. It was a power play goal. Hens looking for another, up a man for another minute, 15 seconds. Keller around the horn, slap shot, Rodriguez right into the stick of Alderman. Guelph, shot blocked off the feed from Mahoney, who didn't have a rebound chance. He was boxed out net front. Cohen carries this puck as far as the Delaware blue line before flipping it into the far corner of the Hens zone. Mahoney across to Guelph up the near side. He comes barreling back into Bobcat territory. Guelph stick handles. He's got reinforcements now. The Angelino Danny Berg back to Guelph. Mahoney working the near corner. Back up the wall this comes. Justin Guelph and Mahoney playing keep away. They switch positions. Cross ice feed waiting at the left point was Rodriguez. He sails one through the slot beyond the reach of Glenn. Mahoney not in position to field that pass. And here come the Bobcats, rather a Bobcat, Will Cohen, trying to kill some time off this penalty. As we come to the final 2:30 in the first period of what stands a 1-1 hockey game. Burke stands up Reeve. The shot the other way. Well wide, and we've got a pause. Reeve slow to get back to his feet after being bodied into the near glass. And the face-off is going to come to the right of Alderman, who's now 8 for 9 in the save department. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. 2:18 remaining in the first period of what stands a 1-1 hockey game. And Delaware is now 1 for 2 on the power play. Their lone goal coming off the stick of Chance DeBolt from a cross-slot setup from Guido. This shot from Felton rang off the back glass. The Québécois Louis-Mathieu Ruel flips the puck back across neutral territory. It trickles into the Ohio zone. Infanger can't glove down the breakout. Goose turns this to Alex Infanger the other direction after Spencer Schoens couldn't find his intended target up ice for Ohio. Schoens again, pressured by Tracy. Leaves the puck to Felton. Advanced further off the backhand of Baron Stibbe. Stibbe tried to put one on a tee for Nolan Abraham crashing the net, but he couldn't find his man at the edge of the blue paint. Inside the final 85 seconds in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Hens hanging with Ohio better after those first 8 minutes, which looked very much to be in the Ohio team's favor. Down to the last 70. Here's Abraham up the left side. Triple teamed he was. Ritchie holds the point. Long shot from his D partner Lucas Doran was well off its target. Guido lofts the puck across to Trevor Early at center, but he's outmanned upon gaining the Ohio blue line. Abraham back the other direction, slowed up by Tracy. Rather, it was Luke Panapresso on the defensive play there for the Blue Hens. And Panapresso's the one to win the race back to the puck behind his own goal. Diaz flips this off the far glass. Puck lands roundabout center before Nabozny turned it the other way. 2-on-2 for the Cats. Centering pass and a save from Snellenberg, sticking this puck out of harm's way down to the final 14. Cade Coughlin in a 1-on-2. Stays with the puck. Drop pass intended for Lowe. Bounced off the skate of Ohio's Graham Broadfoot. Casper 1-on-3 the other way. Puck poke checked out of his control just upon gaining the line. And that will do it for the first period. At the end of 20 minutes, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 1, Ohio University Bobcats 1. We'll be back after the first intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. The lights come up, and wouldn't you know it, our scoreboard has to recalibrate again. That's the downside of the technology sometimes, is auto white balance doesn't always work out in our favor. Back and forth first period. Ohio setting the tone early. A goal from Lucas Doran, his first of the season, giving the Bobcats the early advantage. But it was this power play tally from Chance DeBolt, shoveling the puck over the trapper of Garrett Alderman, making this a 1-1 hockey game. Unranked Delaware, fourth-ranked Ohio on level pegging through 20. Ryan Kohler with the opening draw for period number 2, and they're off. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, James Witherite here with the call from the 412 Communications press box. The Delaware Blue Hens moving from east to west here in the second period. From our right to our left, the Ohio Bobcats, clad in their away black sweaters, moving left to right here in period number 2. As we touched on to open the show, Ohio without home ice for the fall semester. Rodriguez off the post! Again, have played all 8 of their games to this point on the road, as Alderman comes up with save number 9. So Bird Arena, the campus of Ohio University, hopefully will be available for these Bobcats to once again call home in January, but since then it's been a lot of long travel. Missouri, North Dakota, now Delaware. And a second Ohio goal. Just 61 seconds into the second period. Luke Reeve niftily backhands the puck past Snellenberg to put the Bobcats back in front. Hollander Thompson with the assist on Reeves' 4th goal of the year. Watching it again. Here in the control room, it was indeed Reeve. Off the setup from Thompson, and Drake Nabozny getting the secondary assist. Ohio goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 8, Luke Reeve. Assisted by number 25, Hollander Thompson, and number 7, Drake Nabozny. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 1 second in the second period. Reeves 4th from Thompson and Nabozny at 1:01. This is Abraham in from the right dot, centering pass, fanned on by Albers. Andrew Lowe led a 3-on-3 counterattack. He put on the brakes right at the Ohio blue line before firing the puck the rest of the way in, and that enables the Hens to get a much-needed change 2.5 minutes into the second period. Tommy Tracy up the left boards. Throws the puck in before losing his shot lane. Schoens angled him to the near corner. Schoens advances the puck to Jack Glenn. Glenn slowed up, hangs onto the puck after gaining the zone. Centering attempt to Cohen was off target. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. Tracy and Infanger. The Tommy Tracy shot was just off its mark. Infanger maintains control of the rebound. Long shot from the point at Brady Burke. Covered up, and here we go. Some post-whistle fireworks as Tracy and Ritchie get to jawing at each other, and we'll see if there's anything to come of it. The only thing ultimately to come from it. No, the faceoff is going to stay inside. I thought for certain after that dust-up we'd be just above the blue line, but no, says Ryan Kohler. This stays inside the Ohio zone. Another Burke shot from the right point off the face-off win into Alderman's pads. Mazuka cutting toward the net. Broadfoot taking aim. Puck bounced right in front of Snellenberg after the initial save, and the rebound was cleared out. Guelph on his horse, 1-on-3. He got the shot away from just inside the dot, but he missed his mark left. Mahoney and Rodriguez working to protect the point, but Donovan Burdette regains control for Ohio, and Nabozny works this up the middle. Nabozny shot from 25, saved by Snellenberg. Rodriguez brings down the puck off the long rebound. He walks it up to the Ohio blue line, heads off right in front of his own bench. Fresh set of Blue Hens. The shot from Guido off the DeBolt setup was on target, but saved by Alderman for his 12th stop of the night. We're 4 minutes into the second period. Ohio 2, Delaware 1. Just now, Kevin Casper was denied by Snellenberg as the puck knuckled up midair and ultimately took a favorable Delaware bounce. Hollander Thompson, off a net front setup, has just given Ohio their third. So Thompson, after the assist on Luke Reeve, gets one of his own. Good for his second of the year. Coming 4:21 into the second period. So the Bobcats have come up with two rapid fire tallies. To make this now a 3-1 hockey game. Ohio goal, second of the season, scored by number 25, Hollander Thompson. Assisted by number 8, Luke Reeve. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 21 seconds in the second period. Thompson second from Reeve at 4:21. Pre-game, we said it was going to be the little things that made the biggest impact. That space 12 feet in front of the goal has undoubtedly been the difference maker so far. Luke Panapresso rolls the puck up the corner boards right side. Tommy Tracy lofts this just inside the Ohio blue line. Infanger overskates the puck. It is brought down by the Bobcats' Colin Felton. Here a hard shot From right down the pipe from Matthew Auvert into Snellenberg's pads. And the Hens struggle to muster any momentum coming back the other direction. Tracy turns on the forechecking heat. He forces the botched breakout pass off the stick of Schoens. Burke, Tracy at center, redirects the puck behind the Ohio goal, just enough to cancel out the icing. Fresh set of Delaware skaters come on as Stibbe races up the right wall back into Delaware territory. He's pinched to the near corner by Berg. Berg comes away with the puck, swats it below the goal, around to the far side. Burdette, centering pass from the corner, through traffic, held in by Nabozny, right point. He launched the puck in off the far corner boards. Guelph was able to poke check it free from Ohio control. Namely, it was Abraham in the far corner. And here's Berg on the re-entry for the Hens. Drop pass to Rodriguez after gaining the zone. Rodriguez sends the puck diagonally into the far corner, and this is tipped into the Delaware bench and out of play with 12:49 to go in the second period of a 3-1 hockey game advantage, the Bobcats of Ohio. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecued chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. You can visit Sid's at Suite C26 at the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 12:40 to go in period number 2. Ohio, with a pair of rapid-fire goals in the second, have made this a 3-1 hockey game. Puck out of play. And the faceoff comes above the Ohio line. It's been moved back inside after Druckenmiller and Jondo conferred on the placement of the faceoff. Matt Druckenmiller saying the puck was off an Ohio stick, so this stays in. Hard shot from Gould. Alderman glove save. The faceoff comes back to his left. Won by DeBolt. Steered off the backhand of Guido behind the net. Early, bodied off the puck by Ritchie. Guido barely held the zone. We could hear the good from Matt Druckenmiller. This is Broadfoot barreling back into the Delaware end. A poke check from Guido separates him from the puck. This is kicked back to Schoens. Shot net front. Blocked down by Snellenberg. And the puck ends up rolling to the far corner as we hit the 8-minute mark of the second period. That long shot off the stick of TJ Ritchie was off its intended target. Here's Guido leading a 2-on-2 the other way. Shot was wide, stick checked as soon as he got rid of it and covered by a lunging Garrett Alderman for a break in the action with 11:47 to go in the second period. Ohio with a 3-1 lead over Delaware in their first of 2 meetings this weekend. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning comes right to your driveway, and they use high-pressure hot water jets to sanitize and disinfect your bins, killing over 99% of the harmful germs and bacteria that accumulate, and it's all environmentally friendly too. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Diaz got stick on puck at the offensive zone faceoff, but he turned the puck over immediately as the Bobcats come barreling back into the Delaware zone. Burke throws a body at Aldridge in that battle for net front position. So Laker Aldridge couldn't get the shot away he'd intended. Aldridge bothered by Keller now. Gets some help from Hollander Thompson far side. After losing his footing low, tried to lunge at the puck to get it out of harm's way, ultimately to no avail. Keller does send this up ice. Coughlin laid an open ice hit on Gardner, trying to turn momentum back from left to right for the Bobcats. We're nearing halfway from Fred Rust Arena. This goes into the netting off an Ohio player and out with 10:44 to go in the second period. Delaware Blue Hens struggling to generate that momentum to get back on level pegging after giving up 2 early here in the second. We'll see if the fourth line can keep it going as they're gifted an attacking zone faceoff. Infanger off the draw, set up Doshin in the high slot, but the shot was wide. Breakout pass intended for Stibbe. Off the stick of Shones was intercepted. Stibbe takes a Doshin shoulder check. Tracy comes away with the puck. He gets one on net, but holding for the pause is Alderman. .10:21 to go in the second. Big guns on for Delaware. Mahoney overpowered. This was chipped off the near glass by Drake Nabozny. Icing canceled out as winning the race to the puck was Cohen in the near corner. Here's a 2-on-1. Guelph centering past Mahoney. No! Rebound Rodriguez. No, sir! My, oh my, oh my! Absolutely brilliant execution from Delaware. Here's the 2-on-1. Centering past to Mahoney. Rodriguez had open net galore for the rebound chance, but Garrett Alderman slams the door again. Wow. Just wow. Absolutely brilliant net minding from the native of Upper Arlington, Ohio, to keep this a 3-1 hockey game. Whew. Second half of the game has begun. The shot from Guelph held on to for a pause. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team and your fans. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between, including Athens, Ohio. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us today at 412communications.com. Another Alderman save. The Guido DeBolt line on for the attacking zone face-off. Trevor Early, the other component of that combination. Burke holds the zone. Early behind the net. Tried to set up Guido. Puck intercepted by Nolan Abraham. Abraham pressured by Guido. Set his breakout pass much too long. Guido back in his own zone. Lets this go the entire length of the ice. And with 9:05 remaining in the second, this will come back an icing against the Blue Hens. Hardly the place Delaware wants to be. Giving up an icing while down 3-1, and after a couple A-grade chances coming their way, were stymied by some stellar net mining from Garrett Alderman. Shades of Dominic Hasek there. My goodness. And to think he's the number 2 guy on their rotation, at least statistically speaking, Scott Bird, who has the night off. 3-0-0 on the year with a 0.71 goals against average and a .978 save percentage. The shot from Abraham was blocked. Lowe couldn't find Coughlin through traffic up the middle. Here's Stibbe the other way. Shot blocked by Keller, doing well to clog up the near side of the slot. Cody Diaz emerges with the puck back in his own zone. We're down to the final 8 minutes of the second period. Ohio with a 3-1 lead over Delaware. In their first of 2 meetings this weekend, we'll do it all again tomorrow. Game time 3:45 Eastern Time, 12:45 on the West Coast. And we'll have Trey Wright with us on the call for the Saturday afternoon matchup between these two sides. Coming up later tonight, as Jones heads to the box, and so does Lowe. We will see the Delaware women taking on Rowan. Puck drop at approximately 8:05 p.m. So we're 4-on-4 after matching penalties were handed out at the 12:18 mark. Of the second period. 4-on-4 generally favoring Delaware with the open ice. But so far that home ice advantage has not mattered that much, and we're going to get another one going here. Plenty to talk about. As Rodriguez heads off for hooking. So this will be the start of the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Blue Hens tonight. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Ohio penalty assessed to number 16, Spencer Shones. Delaware penalty assessed to number 17, Andrew Lowe. Both guys 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Shones and Lowe, 2 each for roughing at 12:18. And a power play goal from Ohio. Look from here, it was Laker Aldridge. Potting his second. Wrong guy came out. It looked like it was Aldridge, but Hollander Thompson had the net front redirect, as reported from downstairs. So he gets his third of the year. and his second of the night. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 22, Ryan Rodriguez, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 31 seconds in the second period. Rodriguez, 2 for hooking at 12:31. Ohio goal, his third of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 25, Hollander Thompson. Assisted by number 17, Laker Aldridge, and number 8, Luke Reeve. Time of the power play goal, 12 minutes and 46 seconds in the second period. Hens respond with one of their own. The Storm strikes. Justin Guelph makes this 4-2. Mahoney pulled back. Flipped this to Guelph, who launched the puck over Alderman's shoulder with 6:10 to go in the second. And now it's a 4-2 game. Couple seconds of differential on the penalty clocks. Rather, not even a couple seconds, a fraction of a second between the two. So that's what the officials were clearing up before resuming play. Recapping Ohio's fourth goal by rule, it was Thompson's third, second of the game from Aldridge and Reeve at 12:46, a power play goal. Oh, Delaware goal! His sixth of the season, scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Time of the even strength goal, 13 minutes, 50 seconds. In the second period, Guelph's sixth from Mahoney at 13:50, an even strength goal. Ohio penalty, assessed to number 14, Donovan Burdett, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 24 seconds. In the second period, Burdett 2 for hooking at 14:24. So a Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens. Underway, and now 20 seconds in. DeBolt couldn't glove the puck down and maintain control for Delaware. It's brought by Reeve the other way. Lunging for the save on the centering pass was Snellenberg. He comes up with another stop as he sprawls to keep the puck in front of him. Reeve lost his footing. Doshin pounces. He throws a high hit into Reeve's shoulder in the far corner. Guido bats the puck behind the net, where it is recovered by Berg. Here's Lowe up the left wall. He gains center before rifling the puck in behind the Ohio cage. It's taken away from Chance DeBolt. Launched clear by Schoens. And with 4 and change to go in the second period, down 4-2, the Blue Hens change. Mahoney. Diaz. Back to Mahoney. This is kicked to Keller at the point. Mahoney looking for a lane. Those shot and passing lanes are few and far between as Ohio's dropped 3 guys down low. Rodriguez turning and shooting. That was off target. Shots just in Delaware's favor, 20-19 at this point. Make it 21-19 as Keller's chance from center point made it on target, but Alderman had the last word. Here's Keller again. That one just wide. Guelph has to race this puck down beyond center to recover for Delaware. And Ohio's back to full strength with 3.5 to go in the second period, and this will come back an icing. .324 to go in the middle frame. Was it an icing or was it a high stick on the puck? Looked to be an icing, but Hens have put new guys on. So what is the situation? We will soon find out, or at least so we hope. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Final 200 seconds of the second period upon us. One which has seen the Bobcats bounce to a 4-2 lead over the Blue Hens. This bounces over the glass and out. With 3:01 to go in the second. Face off again. Coming to Snellenberg's right. Casper finds his way into the slot, but his shot was blocked net front. Guido overskates the puck up the far boards into the Ohio zone. It's kicked by Early near side. He leaves this to Gould. Long shot into traffic. Bodied down amid heavy net front commotion. Final 2:22. Here in the second period of a 4-2 hockey game. That made it on net from Schoens. Snellenberg had no choice but to play the puck. And Andrew Lowe on the counterattack was bothered by Doran and then some after the shot. Eric Saylor says play on. Final 2. Doran coast to coast. Squaring up to the near post was Snellenberg for the textbook save. This is tied up directly behind the Delaware goal. Doran trying to bulldoze free from a two-a-side scrum. Coughlin slowed up by Doran, traversing neutral territory. The Albertan gained the red line, though, before dumping the puck into the Ohio zone, enough to negate the icing. Diaz stripped of the puck net front as we come to the final 90 of the second period. This entry was just good. Net front feed, and Matthew Auvert gives the Bobcats one for the thumb with a $1:21 to go in the second period. We'll see it again on the 412 Communications replay. The big question there, was the entry offside, but ultimately moot. As we get a hooking signal from Eric Saylor with 64 seconds to go in the second period. And a Delaware Sports Medicine power play coming up for the Blue Hens. DESportsmed.com. Plenty to get through here. Stand by. The Ohio goal, fourth of the season, scored by number 19, Matthew Over. Assisted by number 23, Nolan Abraham, and number 2, Drew Gardner. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 39 seconds in the second period. Over's fourth from Abraham and Gardner at 18:39. The Ohio penalty was assessed to number 15, Will Cohen, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 56 seconds in the second period. Cohen, 2 for hooking at 18:56. So a mighty task will await the Blue Hens. This shot goes up and out behind the Ohio goal with just 6 seconds remaining in second period play. A minute 2 remaining on the Cohen hooking minor. Snellenberg's going to stay put. Still too much danger potential with more than a couple ticks left in the second period. The Bobcats clear, and that does it for 40 minutes. At the end of 2 periods, the score, Ohio University 5, Delaware Blue Hens 2. We'll be back on the DHN after the intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back. No, it's not 5:58. It's a 5-2 hockey game. Through 40 minutes from Fred Rust Arena, and that last Ohio goal. The zone entry looked awfully close. We're going to take it down to third speed. Right here, we see, yes, that entry was absolutely onside. Matt Druckenmiller with a good washout on that entry. So by all means, a good goal for Matthew Auvert, posting up net front to give the Bobcats their 5th. Of the night. .56 seconds remaining. On this Delaware Sports Medicine power play to kick off the third period. We didn't even make it 5 seconds in. Errant icing to start the third. So Mahoney and Reeve meet again. And we're off and skating this time. Keller to Rodriguez up the left wall. Pass didn't connect. Reeve turns and rifles the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Ohio shorthanded for another 20 seconds as Ryan Rodriguez is pushed to the far wall upon gaining the Ohio zone by the back-checking Nolan Abraham. Guelph to Burke, one-timer, skip just wide. Mahoney couldn't set up Rodriguez net front, but Burke protects the zone as the Bobcats now get back full strength. Hens need 3 to tie here in the third period. But they've had a heck of an uphill battle tonight against the 4th-ranked Ohio Bobcats. Cutting for the net was Glenn, but he was pickpocketed at the far dot. Here's Guelph storming up the middle into a 1-on-2. He gains space, he shoots, he got one on net, but it was kicked away by Alderman. Good for save number 24. Garrett Alderman making a pretty strong case for himself as one of the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game, which will bring you at the conclusion of the proceedings, win, lose, or draw. Burdette in off a Delaware stick. Finds the back of the Delaware net to make this 6-2. We're going to watch this again. Oh, it's going to be ruled no goal. And this will come back offside. So a fast break for the Hens, get them out of their own end, but at the other side of it, an offside brings their momentum to a screeching halt. Abraham victorious over the dot. This is lofted up the far boards by Lucas Doran. Abraham set up a one-timer from Stibbe, which was into the pads of Snellenberg. Panapresso unable to clear. This goes into the bench and out. Diaz at the center of the pack to the left of his own net. Does win the faceoff. He had to scrap to protect that puck, though. The advancing pass intended for Lowe. Too long for him to handle. Felton turns it the other way. Here up the middle comes Alex Mazuka. Sticked at right at the Delaware blue line. He was supported by Casper, but the Zurich native could not maintain Ohio's momentum. Lowe chips the puck off the near glass. All the way back into the middle of the Ohio zone, where Felton comes pile driving the other way before getting stood up by Coughlin at center. Admittedly, it's been 32 years since I've been to Athens, Ohio, but what a beautiful campus Ohio University is. Great people from what I remember. Certainly hoping that Bird Arena is back up and functional before terribly long. But certainly stick taps to the Bobcats and Bobcat faithful for weathering an entirely road schedule for the first 2 months, and potentially the entire fall portion of their 2024-25 season. And the fact that they're fourth ranked in the nation despite not having a home barn of their own, at least not a functional one, is just even more a testament to how good these guys are. Aldridge lost the puck just inside the line. Burke clears. Rodriguez gets hauled down. Mahoney, outnumbered by black sweaters, couldn't make a bid for a third Delaware goal. Here's Aldridge the other way, cross-ice pass. This is kicked back to Reeve. Thompson moved toward the net, but nothing further materialized for the Bobcats as we pass the 4-minute mark of the third period, and the Hens change up, still trailing 5-2 from Fred Rust Arena. This will be an icing. Face-off will be spotted to the left of Garrett Alderman, who stopped 24 of 26 so far and has been the cornerstone to what's looking like it will end up the Bobcats' 7th win of the season, but of course plenty can happen in the 15:37 remaining. Both wingers trying to jump the gun. And the Bobcats emerge victorious out of the circle. Aldridge, steered wide by Berg, throws the puck on net. It's covered by Snellenberg for a pause. These two teams meet again tomorrow. Game time 3:45 Eastern, 12:45 Pacific. We'll have it here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Trey Wright will have the call. DeBolt launches the puck clear. He chases it down at center where it's turned away. Guido's shot! Into the glove of Alderman. After the stick save, to shut the Hens out again. With 15:17 to go. The grace, the fluidity. DeBolt with the faceoff across from Jack Glenn. Berg back in his own zone. Gives the puck away to Cohen. off a failed transition pass. Goose hassled behind his own net. Leaves the puck to Berg, and the Angelino advances it up the middle to Trevor Early. It bounced off his stick over the center logo, taken away by Felton. Albers looking for space just above the blue line. Tried to center to Cohen on the gain, but Lowe intercepted that pass. He threw it up ice. Guido won the race to the puck and the goal line to cancel out the icing. He ensured he was onside before he made that break. Didn't make the same mistake the Hens did last week against NYU. Coughlin nearly poke-checked the puck away from Albers. Who ended up throwing it into the Delaware goal area. But no further attack for the Bobcats to make. Finding themselves outnumbered, now back in their own end with 6 minutes elapsed in the third period. Delaware fans want to call as Cade Coughlin got tripped up. Now a 4-on-2 the other way. Auvert, backhand shot from Stibbe. Caught and held by Snellenberg for a pause with 13:51 to go in regulation. And his Delaware Blue Hens trailing 5-2. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. That came loose. Broadfoot and Guelph. Justin Guelph wins the draw to the right of his netminder, and Brady Burke tries to break free. Broadfoot couldn't slow him up at the line. Here's a 3-on-3 for Delaware. The Burke shot was sticked wide. Guelph gets stick on puck in the near corner, but he gives it away to Ritchie below the goal. Bobcats again clear. Burke with time and space. Mazuka turns up the pressure on him. Burke turns this back to Rodriguez. Mahoney. And this will come back in icing. 13:07 remaining. Coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network, the Delaware women take on Rowan. Puck drop round about 8:05 p.m. Goose advances us up the right wing boards. The tip from Doshin into the Alderman glove for a pause with 12:40 to go. Face-off comes to Alderman's left. Reeve and Tracy, another shot from the dot, this covered up again. Tracy, fourth line center, nearly won the draw, but Aldridge won the race to the puck. He headmans it through the neutral zone. Hollander Thompson, bodied behind the net by Berg. Here's Gardner. Played behind the net, a rolling puck to the base of the Delaware bench, where Tracy tries to work it forward to Luke Doshin up the left wall, but he can't connect with his man. Aldridge centering pass to Thompson after the re-entry. Thompson surrounded in the slot. Couldn't generate a close-up chance. Reeve took aim from the top of the left circle. Goose blocked that with his skate. Will Gould tries to pile drive his way back into Ohio territory, but Doran recovers. Aldridge leads a 2-on-2. He looked shot, but Panapresso steered him wide. Doshin brings down the loose puck. To DeBolt. Tracy. Tracy gained that center line before caroming the puck in behind. Cross-ice feed to Abraham leads to an Ohio entry. This is dropped back to Burdette. Early with the pressure on him. Close-up shot denied by Snellenberg. That chance came from Auvert looking for a second tonight. Luke Reeve leading the way so far for the Bobcats with a goal and 3 assists. Hollander Thompson has beaten Snellenberg on 2 occasions. And of course on the other end of the ice, Garrett Alderman's been the star of the show with 27 saves. Some very highlight reel worthy. Zone is lost. Guido tried to capitalize on the delayed offside, but he had no reinforcements. Delayed offside the other way, signaled by Matt Druckenmiller. Noted Hunter and Fisherman in his time away from the ice. And as Burke loses his bucket, play is whistled dead with 10:16 to go. In this 5-2 hockey game. He heads off, and the face-off comes to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who stopped 21 of 26 shots. The net front area coming into this game we knew would be hotly contested by the Bobcats, and we knew it would be crucial for Delaware to hold their own. So far, they've been overpowered from inside the edges of the circles. And that's largely been the difference maker tonight. Doran with the first goal from just inside the blue line. I'd say the lone exception. 9.5 to go in the third period. Time is ticking away. The struggles for the Hens continue against fourth-ranked Ohio. Ritchie steers the puck to Doran, who's got a lot more space up the right dots, and he walks into the Delaware zone. He's angled toward the bench by Panapresso before dumping the puck in. He heads off for a change. Fresh D pair on for the Bobcats. 9 minutes remaining. Casper accelerates, tried to pump fake his way past Gould. The shot was on target. Snellenberg had the save. Rodriguez could not exit the zone. Broadfoot was brought down by Gould. Shot from the opposite side. Skip wide. The rebound chance goes in. So that makes it a 6-2 hockey game. As Alex Mazuka again finishes on the doorstep to give the Bobcats their 6th of the night. Mazuka getting his 2nd. And we owe you the particulars. Play whistle to a halt. As we see interference signaled. And Infanger is going to go for 2 minutes of shame. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming up. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Ohio goal, his second of the season. Scored by number 29, Alex Mazuka. Assisted by number 7, Drake Nabozny, and number 28, Graham Broadfoot. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period. Mazuka's second from Nabozny and Broadfoot at 11:23. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 4, Alex Infanger. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 33 seconds in the third period. Infanger, 2 for interference at 11:33. That, with all likelihood, friends, will seal it for the Bobcats. Definitely the stronger team on paper, and they lived up to that billing here. Still 7:22 to go, though, as Aldridge loses the zone under pressure from early. Gould, Panapresso, and Coughlin, the other three on this PK. Early again clears. This is Doran. Mahoney intercepts. 2-on-1 the other way. Coughlin shoots. And holding is Alderman for another save with 16 seconds remaining on the Infanger penalty. Final 6:43. Abraham's waved out. New rule this year concerning face-off protocols. Only in no-change situations in the defensive zone are players cautioned without being waved out of the face-off following a violation. So as much as we're getting used to it here in the press box, the players too are getting used to the new protocol. Inside the final 6 minutes. Jump puck net front. We can't call it a jump ball for obvious reasons. This shot from Casper is directed over the glass and out. DeBolt could not clear off the draw. He got some help from Guido. Here's a 2-on-1. Now it's a 2-on-3 as that wicked fast Ohio back check caught up to Guido and early. Cohen the other direction. Tries to run the gauntlet. Burke stands him up open ice in the mid slot. And play is whistled to a halt. Hens at a 3-on-2. But that open ice hit on Will Cohen. Did not look all that good. Didn't look dirty or malicious by any means. He is back on his feet. And headed off. So with 5.5 to go, the faceoff comes just above the Ohio blue line, right in front of their bench. The Hens lose their chance at an odd man rush. And they ultimately lose the puck as the Bobcats win the neutral zone draw. Tough break for the Hens there. But of course, player safety is of paramount concern. And we're glad to report that Will Cohen was able to head off on his own accord. Final 5 minutes. Gardner holds the line. To Doran. Pressured by Dominic Guido. Early, turns and clears back to center. Doran back in. Drop pass to Aldridge, top of the circle. Confronted by Burke, who blocked the shot as soon as he got rid of it. Here's Lowe the other way, one-on-one. Lowe pulls back. He shoots. Reeve plays the body on Lowe as they scrap for the rebound off that immediate block. Solid defensive play by Reeve just now, after so far leading the Bobcats with a goal and 3 assists on the night. This is offside with, wouldn't you know it, 4:12 to go in regulation. We will do it all again tomorrow. Game time 3:45 Eastern, 12:45 Pacific. For those of you joining us in the western part of mainland Europe, that's a 21:45 start time. As we do see a couple Swiss players on this Ohio team. For our friends in the prairies, it's a 1:45 start time tomorrow afternoon. Richie's got something here. A slash against Will Gould. And the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. We'll start to the right of Jacob Snellenberg, who has now stopped 25 of 31 on the night. The Delaware defense just having given up way too many close-range net front chances and too many secondary opportunities right on the goal mouth. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 9, Will Gould. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period. Gould, 2 for slashing at 16:06. And boom, just like that, another power play goal. As Luke Reeve lights the lamp for the convert for the Ohio Bobcats. So 2 tonight for Reeve. Aldridge and Bosny get the helpers. And that definitely has put this game out of Delaware's reach. Ohio power play goal. His 5th goal of the season. Scored by number 8, Luke Reeve. Assisted by number 17, Laker Aldridge. And number 7, Drake Nabosny. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 24 seconds in the 3rd period. Reeves' 5th, 2nd of the game. From Aldridge and Nabosny at 16:24. Final 2:39 off the icing. Ohio back on the offensive. Mahoney stood up just above the line. Puck comes back to Gardner in the Ohio zone. Stretch pass batted by Mazuka toward Broadfoot, but he's slowed up by Mahoney at the Delaware line. Guelph the other way. Outnumbered, angled by Gardner to the near corner. Goose holds the point. Shot was blocked. Mazuka, angled by Berg to the far wall. Lofts the puck in after gaining the center red line. And that enables the Bobcats to get in a partial changing of the guard. The Gardner shot turned aside by Snellenberg. Our videographer this evening is Justin DeCriscio. Our production assistant is the stat man Eli Swope. Our co-executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni, and a tip of the hat to the rest of the Delaware Hockey Network crew behind the scenes. It takes a village to bring you the Delaware Hockey Network, and we are thankful for the contributions of every member of this village, and we are especially grateful to have all of you and our worldwide audience joining us here this evening for the first half of this weekend set between the Hens and the Bobcats. Final minute of play upon us. Gould net front, could not get one past Alderman, up with save number 29. Gould has just drawn the ire of Eric Saylor. Charging. Hard one for Delaware to take, but impossible to argue. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming up for the Blue Hens. This game all but finished. But a Will Gould charge sends the Hens shorthanded again. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 9, Will Gould, 2 minutes for charging. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 28 seconds in the 3rd period. Gould, 2 for charging at 19:28, correction. The shot from just inside the line from Doran was wide, and that will do it. Tonight's final score, Ohio University Bobcats 7, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Final shots on goal. Ohio 34, Delaware 31. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Tonight's third star, with 2 goals and an assist for Ohio, number 25, Hollander Thompson. Tonight's second star, with 2 goals and 3 assists for Ohio, number 8, Luke Reeve. And the number 1 star of the game, with 29 saves for the Ohio University Bobcats, number 31, Garrett Alderman. So that will do it for the first half of our Friday doubleheader on the Delaware Hockey Network. 4th-ranked Ohio comes into Fred Rust Arena. They pull away in a 4-goal second period. 2 each from Hollander Thompson and Luke Reeve, and absolutely stellar goaltending from Garrett Alderman, putting together a 29-save performance to give Ohio their 7th win of the year. For the whole crew, James Witherite signing off. We'll be back just in about 20 minutes with the second half of our DHN doubleheader. Until then, we'll catch you on the flip side.